The Kogi State Senator, Senator Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan, sexual harassment, allegation against the Senate President of Nigeria, Senator Godswill Akpabio, the uncommon Senate President, has gained a lot of momentum. Yesterday, we saw the behavior, the usual behavior from our National Assembly that is supposed to be, a place of integrity, where they trash away the petition submitted by Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan. But the Senator, Natasha, presented or represented the petition once again. But before we look at the video and how it was represented to the Senate, let's take a listen to the leader of the Senate.
Section 60 of which says, we shall regulate our procedure. Secondly, we are guided by the rules of this Senate. Section 40, subsection 4, of which also says, no senator shall personally sign a petition to be laid before this Senate. It's not about committee on ethics. It's not about waiting for the committee to take a decision. It's about whether this matter is right to be referred to the committee. Mr. Senate President, you were being emotional because you didn't want to be seen as trying to stop this allegation. That was why you even allowed it to be referred. The Senate erred by referring it to the court. It's not competent to stand before the Senate. That is the issue. It was signed by the most distinguished Senator Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan. In all of this, Mr. President, this petition cannot stand for two reasons. One, the issues and allegations of sexual harassment are already issued before the court. And two, because it is defective. The petition is defective and it's in violation of Order 40, subsection 4 of our rules.
The statement made by the leader of the Senate will already tell you exactly the calibers of people we have at the Senate. Many has called for the Senate President to step down, not really as the Senate President of the 10th National Assembly, but on this matter, he should step down, let the investigation proceed. But now, it will not happen. But right now, he is there. It's just like a goat coming before the leopard, where the leopard is the chief judge over the case. The case is as good as gone, because the goat will never get any favorable judgment. So that's the reason why many Nigerians, including the former Minister of Education, she wrote a letter to the National Assembly and she said in her letter that the petition of Senator Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan must be independently investigated and openly discussed in a public hearing that the accused does not preside. Exactly. Now, before I go further, let's take a listen to Senator Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan, how she presents her new petition before the Senate.
Senate President, I have before me a petition by a Nigerian citizen and a constituent of Kogi Central under the name Suberu Azamare Yakubu. And the petition is against the President of the Nigerian Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, for sexual harassment, abuses of office, and malicious obstruction of legislative functions of distinguished Senator Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan. So with your kind permission, may I please lay this petition? Because as you know, yesterday...
Is there any legal impediment?
On the subject matter, none, sir. None, sir.
Please proceed to lay the petition.
Now you can see that she has presented the Senate to the Senate the petition, and on your screen you can see how Nigerians are reacting, and as well as the fact that the section of the standing order of the Senate, which reads that the senator must not sign the petition, which you watched earlier about the Senate leader who was raising that motion initially, which was yesterday. But now that has been cleared, let's look at the reaction from the Senate President himself.
Distinguished colleagues, Senator Natasha Akpote-Uduaghan has a petition from our constituents, and she has also further confirmed before all senators that the matter in issue is not in any court of law. I have no reason not to take her word for it. So accordingly, The petition is referred to the Committee on Ethics, Code of Conduct, and Public Petitions to revert to the Senate in 4 weeks.
All of this will now tell us that the Senate President somehow wants to, make Nigeria believe that he's a man of integrity, which I believe he should. But reading further of what Ebe Ezekwesili said, she said that the Senate should swiftly appoint an independent investigator on the petition of Senator Natasha Akpote-Oduoga, probably by ICPC, and elevate the status of the proceeding on Senator Natasha Akpote-Oduoga by the Ethics and Privileges Committee into a public hearing for full transparency and discussion. Then she went ahead to say that our National Assembly, which comprises the Senate and the House of Representatives, belong to the Nigerian people and not to politicians of any stripe or status. She said, this is why the National Assembly is called a public institution. This is the call coming from many Nigerians, but this is specifically coming from Dr. Ebe Ezekwesili, where she's trying to call on the institution, talking about the National Assembly in Nigeria, to adhere to rule of law, to adhere to integrity, to adhere to the fact that they are public institution, and for that reason, they should give transparency and, for the matter for honest sake, the Senate President should step down and allow someone else to step in and proceed on this particular issue. Many Nigerians have been reacting, and I believe that you are eager to hear from us, bring to you the details concerning this issue. Yesterday, there were a lot of protests at the National Assembly, which were sponsored by, already, I don't need to say that. But then, what do you make of this? Let's have this conversation at the comment section. Thank you for watching.
Quickly set up your camera and get this, please. Why are you supporting Senator Fabio?
Why I'm supporting you?
Yes.
Why I'm supporting you is that I didn't see any wrong in what they are saying. So I don't know much about the detail of what they are saying. I'm just supporting you because my mind led me to support you.
But you don't know much about what they're saying. Do you support Senator Natasha?
I don't even really know the whole story about it.
You don't know the whole story? So why did you come out here today?
Why I came out here is that they said they should go and support Fabio, that he should remain